Hey, what's going on, everybody, and welcome back to another 4K and Blu-ray collection update and unboxing. If you guys don't know me, my name is David, and I review movies over at CinemaDeviant.com. I started doing this as a way to give people a heads up as to what's coming out now and in the upcoming weeks as far as 4Ks and Blu-rays go. Now, just like all the other ones that I've done recently, there's going to be a mix of old stuff and new stuff in there just to kind of get my backlog, situated. But first off is one that I actually picked up. This is a personal pickup from Big Lots. And this is Kingpin. And I was really surprised that I don't own this movie. I saw it and I'm like, yeah, I had to really look in my... I have an app that I looked into and I'm like, yeah, I don't have it. Oh my God. This is one of my favorite Farrelly Brothers comedies of all time. I mean, you have Bill Murray and Woody Harrelson, in there, and it's a no-brainer for me anyway. This is one of those though that when I first saw it, I would laugh hysterically over, and I remember showing it to a friend, and then we started laughing hysterically, and then we showed it to another friend, and it just became like just one of our favorite movies of all time, just to throw on and laugh, and giggle about, because it's pretty silly, it's pretty out there, but it's so much fun. So I'm, again, like I said, I'm very surprised that I don't have it. And this one actually does have two versions in there. Is the PG-13 version and the rated R version, which I can't remember watching the rated R version or remembering what it consists of. Maybe I'm sure I've probably seen it at some point, but I can't remember. Here's the back here in case you guys don't know what it's about. I'm already laughing just because of the way they look. And the special features are there as well. All right, let's go and pop this open. Yeah, and again, got it at Big Lots. I think it was $5, something like that. And I'm, like I said, very surprised that I didn't own it before. There's a lot of movies that I'm surprised that I don't own. And I'm going to start making a list and going down that list and picking them up little by little, because it's a crime to not own the movies that you love and adore, so much. It's going to pop this open. It's very basic. Actually, that's kind of cool disc art there. I love the logo, which is, I mean, it's the same as this logo, but typically you don't really see the logo like that, like with the actual, pins and stuff like that, like the way it's depicted on the cover. But yeah, right here. And then here goes the back here, front, back, and spine. Sorry. For Kingpin, and this one is out now. Like I said, you could probably find it at Big Lots. That's where I found it. It's $5. You could probably, honestly, find this one a little cheaper anywhere else. That's just where I found it. Randomly walking into a Big Lots. Next up, we have Tex Avery Screwball Classics Volume 3. I love Tex Avery cartoons. I still remember when I was younger, when I was like, I don't know, maybe I was like 10 or 11. My local station here on, I believe it was channel 20, I think, on like a Saturday, would have a Tex Avery block of cartoons, and they would air Tex Avery cartoons for about an hour or so, maybe or an hour and a half, and it was so cool to see again the cartoons that have inspired other okay, I'm just gonna show you the back here real quick. So that, stuff like that inspired, The Mask. If you go and watch The Mask, it's very, very much inspired by Tex Avery cartoons. I love it so much. And then you got Droopy right there. That was one of my mom's favorites, watching. My mom would love watching cartoons with me all the time. She still does, actually. It's funny, and she actually loves watching cartoons with my son. So, but fantastic, and it was great to kind of to go back and see some of these amazing cartoons that, again, would not, like, it's inspired so much in animation, inspired so much in movies and things like that. So this was really cool. This was a really cool set. Let's go ahead and open it up here. And there you have Tex Avery Screwball Classics Volume 3, which there is disc art, which is great. It's essentially the same as the front there. And then the front, back, and spine for Tex Avery Screwball Classics Volume 3, and this one is out now from Warner Brothers Home Entertainment. Fantastic. Like I said, if you're not savvy on old school animation and things like that, the Tex Avery stuff is some of the best out there, and I highly recommend it. Next up, we have Old on 4K Ultra HD, 4K Ultra HD, Blu-ray, and digital copy included. I love this cover, though. I love this cover. There's some nice embossing there across the legs and the even in the individual phalanges. Is that what they're called? the feet here. And some nice embossing there on the title and the waves and things like that. That's really cool. Now, I have talked about this movie already twice previously. So if you guys want my full thoughts on it, check out one of the past videos that I posted. There's also one that I posted a while back talking about movies that I've seen recently. And this one was one of them. But anyway, long story short, great movie. I think it could have been a tad bit, I don't want to say a tad bit better, because that's not what I mean. But I'm hopeful that they plan a little, or they move forward with what could possibly be something even bigger. I'll just say that. I don't know. I'm being very vague. I know. But if you see some of my other videos that I'm talking about, you'll understand what I mean. Anyway, here's the back here. If you guys don't know what it's about. And then the special features are there as well. All right, let's go ahead and pop this open. It does have digital copy. And then here we have Old on 4K here, which again, nice disc art. I really like the disc art. This artwork here is pretty awesome. I really dig it, and it makes a lot of sense if you've seen the movie. And then you have the Blu-ray on this side, which I've stated before that I was kind of surprised that it's just, all black and then the black down here. Typically it's like the blue, and then it does have the semi-reflective I guess disc art there. And then here goes the front, back, and spine for Old. And this one is out now from Universal Pictures Home Entertainment. All right, next up, we have a Steelbook that I've had for a while. And that, again, it's one of those that I wish I would have, shown it off earlier. But one of my favorites, and me and the kid have been watching it for a bit, and this is Ultraman Taro, and I love Ultraman. I'm a big fan of kaiju and Super Sentai and things like that. So is my son. So this is right up our alley, and I've been showing him them little by little. And kind of getting him, accustomed to what came before all that stuff. So it's really cool to go back and start looking at this stuff and watching it over and over. Now, there's even some of these series that I have not seen ever. So it's even cooler for me to go back and watch some of this stuff as well. But love this Steelbook. Fantastic. And it has a really cool slipcase as well. Here's the back here, in case you don't know what it's about. And I love the fact that Mill Creek has been putting out these, little by little, and they've already had more at this point that they put out, and it's just one of those series that out there that I'm like, this is something that is needed out there to I don't want to say educate, but to get people to know, like, yeah, there's more out there than just the American, like, Power Rangers and stuff like that. And this is phenomenal. Let's go ahead and pop this open, which, like I said, does have this cool slipcover here. As you can see. Fantastic. And then it does come with a booklet here that is an episode guide, and it does have information about the series. Which, again, with something like this, I think it's very, very needed, very, very much appreciated whenever you do stuff like that, and give some history. That I've been in terms of like physical media lately. I've been very much into preserving physical media and preserving games and things like that. And when you have something that gives, like, a little bit of, I guess, even if it's a little bit of information about the series and what it took to make it, or even episode guides and things like that, that's one of those things that's really, really much appreciated to me. It does have characters here, character profiles, and then, like I said, episode guides tells you what the episode is, what's the name of it, what it consists of. So I really dig that. And it even shows the director and the writer of the episode on there, which is really, really cool. And then it even has a kaiju guide, which is freaking awesome. Like, I love that. That is so, so cool. I love that the fact that they have even the smallest little detail like that. Kind of gets me pumped up. So here goes the Steelbook here. And as you can see here, it is a glossy Steelbook. And it does have some spot gloss to it as well. Right there. You can tell. And then here's the back. You see spot glossing as well. Check that out. Freaking awesome, man. I really love these Steelbooks that Mill Creek has put out. It does come with a digital copy. And then here you have, let me see if these discs are stacked, which I do wish that they wouldn't do that. Maybe they could put, like, well, I don't even know if it's possible, like a swing tray or something. But it's not horrible either. Let me see. So we do have disc 1 right here of Ultraman Taro. Disc 2. And this has episodes 10 through 18. So the other one had 1 through 9. And then here we have, oops, let's see if I can get this one out. I think that's the only part that kind of makes it a little difficult, because they have to make the little thing a little higher so they stack. And then this is disc 3, 19 through 27. And then here we have disc 4, 28 through 36, right? Yep. Fantastic. And here we have disc 5, 37 through 45. And disc 6, which has 46 through 53. Really, really cool. Now, I have not watched all of the episodes yet, but again, this is one of the, it's almost like a project with me and my son. We've been kind of going through them little by little and checking them out. And some are better than others, I will say that, but it's just so cool. As far as, again, historical preservation, that it sounds weird saying that, but that's kind of how I feel about it. Like, you're not gonna find an Ultraman Steelbook with nice quality episodes. The way that they look, picture quality, anywhere else, really. Not at this point. So, and at some point, these might end up going away, So it's really cool to have something like this and enjoy it, especially if you have fans of kaiju and Super Sentai in your family. So anyway, that is out now. Well, I will say front, back, and spine for Ultraman Taro, and this one is out now from Mill Creek Entertainment. Forgot, but fantastic. It's a really nice steelbook. It really is. Next up, we have The Cowboy Way, starring Woody Harrelson and Kiefer Sutherland. Now, this is one of those movies that I watched. I remember watching probably when it first came out, and it's just a fun buddy action comedy. That's kind of what it is. Nothing too crazy to go into about it, but it's a really fun watch. Just like I was talking about Stop or My Mom Will Shoot. Like, it's not there's not really much to talk about, about the movie, but it's just really fun to watch. And this is honestly one of those movies also, just like Stop or My Mom Will Shoot, that would come on like Sundays or Saturdays, like noontime after cartoons stopped, and I would watch it every time it would come on. I'd watch it, and it was just it was just fun to watch. It was like one of those background noise type of movies, since I had watched it so many times. But it's cool. I really dig it. And again, Mill Creek tends to keep putting out these really cool catalog titles, and I'm actually appreciative of that, just because it reminds me of my youth whenever I had just basic TV and this would come on. Let's go ahead and pop this open. We have some nice disc art there, which is the same as the cover art, but we actually have disc art, and again, that's what I appreciate so much. Yeah, I'm sorry to slap the disc, but yeah, I appreciate some good disc art. Sometimes with these smaller, or these other companies, they'll just kind of just throw black and throw the title across, even if it's just the cover art. I appreciate some good disc art. So anyway, and here goes the front, back, and spine for The Cowboy Way, and this one is out now from Mill Creek Entertainment. Fantastic. Like I said, if you have not seen this movie, it's nothing to to get giddy over, but it's fun. It's a fun movie. It really is altogether. Next up, we have Pitch Black on 4K Ultra HD. Fantastic movie. I love Pitch Black. This is one of my favorite sci-fi movies. Probably one of the movies that I've seen. No, I was gonna say one of the movies that I've seen most in the theater, but no, I think Avengers probably takes it. But this one's really, really good. I love it. I love watching it. The 4K transfer on this is actually really, really good. Arrow actually helped out in sending over a replacement copy of this, because for some reason the copy that they did send me originally was not playing in my 4K player, and they sent over a new one. Plays fantastically and looks great, and just I love the idea of being stranded. Well, I don't love the idea of being stranded, but I love the aspect of the movie of being stranded on a planet where it just goes dark, and you have to fight for survival. Like that is a great premise for a movie. I don't like being stranded though. It's happened before. But anyway, that's beside the fact. But I do love this movie quite a bit. This is probably, I think, the one movie that Vin Diesel, this is where he blew up, after this. and he keeps going back for more with his character of Riddick. I don't know if maybe another one could work, but I would like it to be more in tone with this movie. Because I love this movie. This is great. And I will watch it over and over and over and over. So much. If you guys dig this movie, let me know in the comments. Or if you've seen this movie. If you haven't, you have to see it. It's really, really good. Check out the back here. It does tell you what it's about. And does have all the special features there. You can pause that if you guys can't do it in time. But yeah, there's a lot. And then let's go ahead and pop this open. It does have a really cool booklet here. Again, Arrow always puts in the coolest stuff as far as information-wise on their titles. The coolest booklets that, again, have insight on the movie itself, photos, promo photos, and things like that. And then, again, more information on the movie. Really, really cool. I dig it. And then here goes the 4K disc here for Pitch Black. Nice. Artwork just like the cover. And then let's check out, like Arrow always does, they always do reversible artwork, which again I appreciate. It gives the collector a choice to what to display in their collection. So we have this one, you know, is the standard, and then we have that one, which is the flip side of it. So if you see there, so Riddick has his goggles off there, and then his goggles on, because he's sensitive to light. So really, really cool. And I like the fact that they give that kind of option out there to for collectors to display what what they want in their titles. But really, really cool. Here's the front, back, and spine for Pitch Black on 4K Ultra HD, and this one is out now from Arrow Video. Really, really cool. Next up, one of my favorite comedy movies. I was gonna say comic movies. Comedy movies. I watched this one again just recently, and I laughed like I did the first time that I watched it, and it's so silly, and that's accepted. Starring a bunch of people actually. There you had Justin Long and Blake Lively. There's Jonah Hill. But yeah, one of my favorite movies. It's a silly, teen, school type college movie or whatever. And I showed my mom, was like, I want to watch something. Like, let's watch something together. I'm like, okay, cool. What do you want to watch? She's like, I want to watch something funny. So I picked this one out. She was laughing hysterically at this movie the whole way through. Like, it was like, and I was laughing because she was laughing, and it made it even better. But this is just such a fun movie, and you can probably get it very, very cheap out there. But it's so good, and it's so silly as well. Here goes the back here. If you guys don't know what it's about, and then the special features are there as well. What does it say? Outrageously irreverent bonus features. I was going to pop this open. And you do have the disc there. Disc art is good. Different, actually, than the cover art, which is awesome. But disc art nonetheless. And then here you have the front, back, and spine for Accepted. And this one is out now from Mill Creek Entertainment. Again, fantastic movie. It's just like the Cowboy Way, just like, some of these other movies. It's like, they're just fun. And that's what I love when experiencing movies, when experiencing any sort of entertainment. If it's fun, I'm all there for it. Like, it's, you want to kind of let loose and not think about life, I guess, for an hour and a half or 2 hours. And those are the movies that I really dig the most. Next up, we have Shawshank Redemption on 4K Ultra HD. It does have 4K Ultra HD, Blu-ray, and a digital copy. starring Tim Robbins and Morgan Freeman. Now, I hadn't seen this in quite a while. When I popped it in, it was like one of those that I was like, I don't on it. Like I remember parts of it. I was probably young to the point where I wasn't paying attention too much. And I popped it in. I was like, all right, I'm gonna sit down. It has my undivided attention, and it kind of blew my mind, like how good it was. And I was like mad at myself, so mad for not paying attention to it whenever I was a kid. And I mean, I can't be too mad at myself, but it is one of those movies. This is an essential part of film history, I will say. Frank Darabont directed this, and he's responsible for bringing The Walking Dead to television, and among other movies and things like that, The Mist and stuff like that, which he's done some amazing work. And right here shows how amazing this man is and how good Morgan Freeman and Tim Robbins are. It's really, really good. I liken it more to it's a Stephen King story, but it's not Stephen King-esque, I guess. It's not like a horror movie in that regard. This is more of a drama, more in line with like Stand By Me and things like that, which I love so much. I love the fact that you know, Stephen King can throw something out there that's super left field and not expected of him. And it was really, really good, man. Like, I watched it twice. In fact, I watched it once by myself because I wanted to like pay close attention to it. And then I watched it again with my wife, and she loved it as well. And this is, again, one of those movies, like, if you're like a film buff, like, this has to be on your list at some point in time. Really, really good. Here's the back here, in case you guys don't know what it's about. All right, let's go ahead and pop this open. It does have digital copy. And then here we have Shawshank Redemption on Blu-ray and on 4K. Not really anything crazy as far as disc art, and honestly, that's okay. As amazing as this movie is, it's not even needed. Like, the movie is just fantastic the way it is. You know? And then here you have the front, back, and spine for the Shawshank Redemption, and this one is out now from Warner Brothers Home Entertainment. But really, really good. Again, if you're on the younger side, or if you've never gotten a chance to see the Shawshank Redemption, I know it's on a lot of people's lists. You know, they have like those lists out there, like movies you got to see before you die. Yeah, like this is totally one of those, and I will double down on that. Like, it really is that good. Fantastic. Next up, and lastly, we have Snake Eyes G.I. Joe Origins on 4K Ultra HD. It does have 4K Ultra HD and no, I'm sorry, not Blu-ray, digital copy. Now, this movie, I talked about this movie on a past video as well. I gave my thoughts about it. If you want my full thoughts on it, you can check out that video. It's kind of like what I've been watching or what I missed in the theaters and things like that. But I mean, it was a great popcorn movie. I did have a couple of issues with it here and there. Nothing too intense to the point where I'm like, you know, like, oh, this movie was trash. No, it's not trash. It was actually really, really fun. Action-packed and all that. Like I said, there were small things here and there, but I think all around it was a great fun movie, and I hope they do a couple more of these at least. Maybe leading into like another full-fledged G.I. Joe movie. Kind of almost you know what? Okay, I'm thinking out loud now. How about like they do something like Avenger style, where they, you know, do these origins for all these other characters, like in these other movies, and then they, you know, bring them together for one big G.I. Joe movie. That would be kind of cool, actually. All right, I'm gonna make some calls, guys. Anyway, fantastic movie. I think Henry Golding was actually really, really good as Snake Eyes. I just, again, character wise and stuff like that, I had a couple of things that I was like, well, that could have been done differently, or what about that? You know, like, it's those little small things, I feel like. But anyway, here goes the back here, in case you guys don't know what it's about. And the special features are there as well. Let's go and pop this open. Does have digital copy. And then here we have Snake Eyes G.I. Joe Origins on 4K Ultra HD. Right there, basic disc art, black logo across the front. And then here goes the front, back, and spine for Snake Eyes G.I. Joe Origins. And this one is out now from Paramount. All right. So that's all I got for you guys today. Thank you guys so much for checking out this video. Please give this video a big thumbs up if you dug it or found it informative in any way. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well, because I will be coming back with more videos as always. And with all that being said, we'll catch you next time.